You were about to throw away a remote that wasn't actually broken. It was just asking for help in a way nobody ever taught you to see. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 fixes that bring any dead remote back to life without spending a single dollar. And number 4 looks so crazy that most people don't believe it until they try it themselves. Stick around because number 5 is the most powerful one of all, and almost nobody knows it exists. Before anything else, change the batteries. Sounds obvious, but half the remotes people throw away die because of this. Did that and it still doesn't work? Then the problem is something else, and that's exactly where the stuff brands don't want you to know comes in. The first fix is for when your remote shows 0 signs of life even with fresh batteries. Open the battery compartment and look at the metal contacts inside. If you see dark spots, rust, or any kind of buildup, that's what's blocking the power from getting through. Grab a nail file or a small piece of sandpaper and rub it gently on those metal parts until they're shiny again. Put the batteries back in and test it. Most of the time, the remote comes right back. The second fix is for when some buttons work and others don't, or when the remote acts weird and keeps cutting in and out. The problem here is invisible. It's sweat from your hands and grease from food that builds up inside the remote over the years. Open it up carefully, take out the rubber pad, and clean everything with a cotton swab and a paper towel. One important thing here, there's a thin black coating on the circuit board contacts that you cannot scrub off. Clean gently, don't press hard. Now here's something worth stopping on for a second. These first 2 fixes take less than 5 minutes and cost nothing. So why doesn't anyone know about them? Because brands don't want you to. A remote that gets fixed is a remote that doesn't get replaced. And a remote that doesn't get replaced is a TV that stays in your living room longer. Manufacturers make more money when your stuff breaks and you go buy something new. These fixes exist. They work. They just never had any reason to tell you about them. The third fix is for when the dirt is way too heavy for a cotton swab to handle. And this is the part that sounds insane, but is completely real. You can wash the circuit board with running water and dish soap. Yes, wash it with water. The secret is what comes after. You cannot put the remote back together until you wait a few days for everything to dry out completely. Rushing this step will destroy it. Patience is the whole technique. The fourth fix is for when one specific button stops responding. Cut a tiny piece of regular kitchen aluminum foil and stick it directly on top of the bad button contact. The foil brings the conductivity back and the button starts working again. That's it. It works because the conductive layer on that button wore down over time, and the foil takes over that job instantly. The fifth fix is the most advanced one and the most powerful for serious damage. If a rubber button contact is completely gone, you don't need to buy a new remote. You can do a transplant. Grab an old remote you don't use anymore, or a broken game controller, and cut out the matching rubber contact with a craft knife. Glue it in place of the broken one. The button works like new. This is exactly what repair shops charge money to do. Now you can do it for free. 5 fixes, $0, and you'll never trash a working remote again. If this saved you any money at all, hit subscribe, because there's a lot more coming just like this.